Anonymous Watch Guy here with an unboxing video. Quick wrist check. Run the Helm Miyako today. Put this one on the stainless steel bracelet. Really like it. But today's unboxing is from a brand that I don't have a lot of experience with. I was scouring the internet looking for good deals on watches to pick up to unbox for the channel. And found several options and posed those options to the members of a Discord group I'm in. And this is the one they chose. It is from Rado. Rado is a Swatch Group brand that probably doesn't get a lot of love in the US outside of the Captain Cook. And this is one of kind of their vintage reissue line of watches. This is a watch that they originally debuted in 1962. This is the Diastar, and this version is known as the original. This is true to vintage size. This is a 35 millimeter watch. I measured it at kind of its longest point because as you can see there's not really a lug to lug. It looks kind of like a little spaceship or something here. But at its longest point it is 42.5 millimeters long. It is 11.9 millimeters thick. You do have a little tiny push-pull crown here with the Rado anchor on it. This does only have 30 meters water resistance. You do have this really cool sapphire crystal that is got this interesting design to it. It's almost like stair steps. It's a stepped sapphire crystal. It gives you a really, really interesting and cool effect there. Really, really interesting sapphire crystal. Now this is running an ETA movement, obviously, because it is a Swatch Group watch. Not a lot of information on which movement that is. I have found 80 hours power reserve listed, so it's most likely a modified ETA 2836-2, which is the day-date ETA. And so if it's got 80 hours power reserve, it is a Powermatic 80, which is very common in a lot of Swatch Group pieces. This is also made of some sort of strange metal. On the Rado website, it lists it as hard metal. And that's all it says, because when you see this huge, high polished surface, you think if this was stainless steel, this would scratch like crazy. Apparently it is not stainless steel. I have not found a lot of information on what it is. I know Random Rob made a video on this particular watch once, and he said it was tungsten. But it is some sort of harder metal that is very scratch resistant. But a very, very interesting looking watch. You've got your Rado logo, the anchor there. That anchor does move at the 12 o'clock position. And then your Rado applied logo at the 9, and then Diastar at the 3. Your stacked day date at the 6 o'clock position. You kind of have some jeweled indices. And that sapphire, that stepped sapphire crystal gives it a really cool effect. Very cool. You do have the Rado logo on the side of the case there as well. And then you've got this kind of interesting rolled stainless steel bracelet. And then a Rado signed clasp, double pusher, just kind of a stamped pressed clasp. Nothing fancy there, but this does have a spring-loaded adjust on here. So when you put it on, it kind of adjusts to your wrist size. But interesting bracelet, interesting design of the whole watch. Again, this is a reissue. In the back, it says Rado, the Diastar original, Swiss made. This is a reissue of a watch from 1962. and it is pretty true to form of that original watch, hence being called the original. But definitely a really interesting and cool looking watch. I will give you a wrist shot of this watch. Also, I wanted to show you as well, don't want to spend a lot of time on the box, but this box did have a nice carrying pouch with the watch come in too. That's pretty sweet. I'll give you a quick wrist shot here of what this watch looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. I did not have to do any kind of adjustment or sizing of this watch out of the box. It fits me perfectly right out of the box. So there it is on my 7.5-inch wrist. Let's not zoom in quite so much, but that gives you a good look at what it looks like on my wrist. But a really, really cool and different and just a unique vintage style watch. I'll put a full review video of this up at some point in time. But the Rado Diastar, the original. Thanks for watching.